Greetings, people! 'Tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. Alright guys, it is time for the final hunt of the game, Yiazmat. Because in the last video, we went ahead and got since the last video, I've gotten 3 brand new Seitengrat bows, because honor is overrated, and efficiency is really the only thing I'm interested in. But first, let's go ahead and check out the clan primer. Let's have a look at this hunt. Farewell to a legend. Okay, be prepared for a search as its precise whereabouts are unknown. Okay, so they're not even going to tell me where it is. Thankfully, I know where it is. It's in a very straightforward location. We need to head over to. Well, we don't need to do it this way. This is actually the most efficient. This is actually more efficient than using a save crystal. Let's grab the straw. Excuse me. We are going to find Yiazmat over at the Readerana Cactoric. So let's go ahead and do this. Now. Yeah, skip that. Okay, so here we are. Now, you see that, okay, well, you see that big circular area on the map? That's where we're gonna be headed. In the meantime, we'll just kill these enemies. Now, if you would like to see the Seitengrat in action, I'll go ahead and show you. Let's go ahead and equip it for, Vaughn for right now. Now, you will need to equip Ammunition. Now, since the last video, I went ahead and bought a couple more sets of onion arrows. Basically, anything will work. But as you can see here, okay, Fran went ahead and just stole my thunder by using, by just attacking. Yeah. All right. So you see, it looks like Vaughn's using the Force. Well, he's making an action as if he's, you know, using a bow. The truth is, the Seitengrat, oddly enough, is invisible. And so are the arrows. So it looks like he's holding absolutely nothing. But believe it or not, he's holding a bow. It's an invisible bow that we can't see. But there you go. And then you'll see the damage it does. See, we're breaking the damage limit just easily. We're just one-shotting everything. It also has, like, really good range. You know, bows have, obviously, range, but this one has the best range out of all of them. It's one of the reasons why we want it for this fight. Okay. Oh, wow, he didn't one-shot that guy. All right, well, let's just go ahead and get that. That's fine. Where do I need to go? I need to go down here. Yes. Oh man, there's enemies everywhere. Just want to kill these guys. I'm disabled. How did that happen? That's not nice. Kill these guys. I love this because you can just tag enemies off from a distance. Okay. There's a couple different ways you can get to this spot. It really doesn't matter which way. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my gambits off because we're not ready to begin the fight yet. But if we head this way, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the super boss of this game. That's the super duper boss of this game, Yiazmat. Now, right now, we're not ready to fight this guy because, unfortunately, okay, there he is. You have to wait for this cutscene to initiate first. So he begins the cutscene. And the music begins. Now, immediately, run your butt away. Do not let him do anything. Just run. Yeah, believe it or not, you can actually leave this area and leave the fight. You can actually, it's worth noting that you can leave the fight mid-fight. and you know, and come back after you've damaged him, and he will, you know, you can damage him for a while, leave the fight, and then come back, and then you can continue on where you left off. You could have also done that with the Hellworm, and this guy's a lot like the Hellworm on steroids, but yeah. Now, first off, I need to choose my party. Now, everybody can wear the sight and grab, but I want the right party for this. Because to ensure that this takes the least amount of time, I want somebody who has the highest strength output. Now, Vaughn has the highest strength output of anybody at 92. Balthier's is pretty low at 66. Actually, no. Fran has the highest at 94. I didn't notice that. Never mind. Bosch is second lowest at 72. Or no, I think he's third lowest because, yeah, because Ash has 69. And Pinello, strangely enough, has the higher amount at 84. So you would think I would go with Vaughn, Fran, and Pinello. Believe it or not, I'm not gonna use Pinello. And there's a good reason. I wanna do some setup first. Okay, first off, since we don't have any gambit, since I turned all my gambits off, let's just go ahead and dispel everybody for right now. Just get that done. Alright, now, one thing I want to make sure, Vaughn, pretty much everybody has this. A bunch of focus licenses, I don't know exactly where they are, where the higher your HP is, or basically when your HP is at full, you do more damage. I'm looking for one of them right now, but I don't see it. I know I have one. Oh, there it is. Focus. Increases strength when HP is full. So I want to make sure that Vaughn has the highest, you know, has more HP than, you know, that his HP is to the max. So I'll just go ahead and use Renew. Just go ahead and do that, because that puts you to the max. Alright, so that takes care of Vaughn. I'm also going to give Vaughn, I'll give him the Blazer gloves. It raises his strength when his HP is at full. So that makes him even better. Alright. And then, let's get him out of the party for now. Let's get, I will use Fran, but I think I'm gonna go with Bosch. And there's a couple reasons why I'm gonna go with Bosch. Turn off his gambits, he doesn't need them. Reasons why I'm gonna use Bosch, and Fran. They each have, I really want his, okay. I really want his, bubble to be dispelled. Dispel all that, please. Okay, good. Now we can get Balthier out of here. We don't need him. The thing is, oh, he's got a regen thing going on. I don't want that. What's casting regen? He has the Brave suit. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to use him. Oh, no, that's not regen, that's bravery. Okay, never mind, I'm getting my icons mixed up. Yeah, he has the brave suit on, that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna use him. Another reason why I wanna use him is both he and Fran have, and I will see if I can find it, they each have one of these. They have an augment, not everybody has it. They have adrenaline, it increases their strength when HP is critical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Fran use bio. That's gonna hit both of us, and it's gonna inflict them with sap. Now let's go ahead and bring back in, what's his name, Balthier, and we're just gonna wait this out. We're just gonna basically let their HP go into criticals. Now it looks like Franz is gonna hit criticals first, so I'll just wait. Okay, now she's in criticals, so let's go ahead and use Isuna to get that sap effect off of her, because I don't need her leaking HP, I just need her to be in the criticals. So now her adrenaline augment is going to work. Now let me just wait for Bosch. Alright, now Bosch is finally in criticals. So I'll go ahead and use Isuna. There we go. Got Fran in criticals, got Bosch in criticals, got Vaughn in full HP. Let's go ahead and give them each their sight and grats. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Fran's Hermes sandals just for auto haste, so that way she just attacks faster. Same deal with Bosch. No, I didn't want assassin's arrows, I wanted onion arrows. It doesn't really matter. Germanus? Do I not have them? Oh, Hermes sandals. All right, we're ready. Let's do this. All right, guys. So this dude has over 50 million HP. You see the dashed lines below the big solid bar? Each of those dashes represents one of those big solid bars. So this fight is going to take a while. This is not Fafnir or the Behemoth King. This is not Ultima or Omega. This is not Zodiark or the Hellworm. This is Yiazmat, and he's going to make sure you remember his name. Now, why the heck is Vaughn not at full HP? I don't know, but let me go ahead and put him at full HP. I'm not sure why that happened, but he's at full HP now. So the first thing we need to do is we need to initiate the battle. Now, the reason why I didn't want to fight him earlier when we just walked into the arena is because, well, he has several moves that can insta-kill you. So if you do it that way, the fight's pretty much luck-based. I mean, you could use the reverse decoy strategy if you wanted, and that works somewhat. That's also a very long way of doing it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get as close as I can without actually stepping into the arena, which I have to say, it sure is taking a while. There we go. Now I can target him. So let's fire a shot. All right, so there you go. I'm doing damage, right? And now you see I have to keep entering the fight command every single time. I do not dare turn my gambits on, because if I turn my gambits on, most likely Vaughn will just like walk up to him and then we'll be like really screwed. But if I get close enough to him, he will eventually just start auto-attacking once I hit the, like, I'll just hit the attack command that one time and then he'll start auto-attacking. And it's usually like 3 or 4 steps away from the arena, like usually about here. Not quite. Is that it? No, not quite. What about that? Nope. I'm just like nudging on the control stick. Oh my goodness. There it is. Okay, so Vaughn is in position. Now I need to get Fran in position. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna have her stand kind of where Vaughn is, and she can attack. Not quite enough. But look how much damage we're doing to him already. Okay, now she's auto-attacking. Good. Now let's get Bosch in position, and we should be good to go. You know, that's a little close. Back up, because if you get too close, he'll start like, he'll assume that his AI will think that you're in the area, and then he'll start like doing like spells and stuff like that. We don't want to do that. As long as we keep him sort of bottlenecked like this, he won't really do anything but buff himself. And this is definitely, look, is this cheap? Yes. But I don't like to use the term cheap. I like to use the term efficient. Because this is the safest way of beating him, and it's also one of the least costly ways. All right, let me go ahead and start my timer. I want to see just how long this actually takes, although I have been whittling him down for a good bit, but we're going to be here for a while and see how this works. And I'll go ahead and speed this up, but I need to be very careful. I switched over to Fran as team leader because she's standing in the middle there, and this gives me a good view of everybody. Because throughout this fight, they're gonna slightly move positions. Again, we do not dare turn our gambits on. Keep your left thumb away from the left control stick. Do not touch the left control stick. It is poison. But I want to, but yeah, they are gonna move, and like, especially your rightmost character. For whatever reason, they like to dance around. So if Boss starts getting really far away, then I'll have to withdraw the team and and get them back into position, because it has happened to me before where all of a sudden somebody just inched a little too close, and then Yiazmat got pissed and he started using all sorts of nasty things and one-shotted my characters one by one. When that happens, if and when that happens, you just take whatever characters you have left standing, and just hightail it out of there. Just run, just leave the area. Like I said, you can leave this battle mid-battle and then come back. Now, if you wait too long, he will eventually start regenerating his health. I found that out the hard way too. But just get away, resurrect your fallen characters, prep them up if you want to, like using the critical HP tricks that I'm using if you want, and then try it again. But I'm going to stay here, and we're gonna see if this works. And I'm going to speed this up so you're not sitting here for an hour. I will have to sit here probably for an hour, but you don't. And I also just felt like throwing in the Esper music because I think it's really cool music, and I like it. But yeah, this is essentially the fight. So like, when it comes down to like who's the hardest boss in the game, it's really all about perspective. This guy has more HP than anybody else. This fight takes longer than anybody else. If you just march into it, obviously you will die. And like, I don't mean just your character. You will die in real life. Your family will die in real life. Yiazmat will take a giant turd dump on your car. He will destroy your house. And if you have a spouse, he will steal him/her and make love to him/her every night. I mean, like, he will not just destroy you. He will destroy your legacy and everything that you stand for. Obviously, right? But with this preparation and setup, it's actually just a waiting game. Like, Ultima and Zodiark gave me more tension. Right now, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm just whittling down his HP and I'm just chilling. So it's actually not that difficult if you use this method. If you're using other methods, can be difficult. Now again, the Seitengrat, for the 1000th time, the method I showed in the last video only worked for the PS4 and PS5 version. I don't even know if there is a Seitengrat in the original PS2 version, but it makes no difference. It's a moot point, because in the original PS2 version, you couldn't break damage limit like I am. So the highest you would be able to do would be 9,999, so the fight would just take long either way. But as it is, with this method, we can at least bring it down a little bit. Now, what I like about the Seitengrat method is we can stand away like we are and snipe him out like we are doing. Keep your eye on Bosch, though. If anybody's gonna screw this fight over, it's gonna be him. I don't know what it's always the character on the right, whether it's Bosch or Pinello or literally anybody. They always like move as the fight goes, and it makes me nervous. Because the whole team is, I'm not gonna say they're tethered together, but like eventually if one character moves far enough away, the other characters sort of reposition themselves to stay close. And it can end very, very badly, because like somebody can just get a little too close, and then all of a sudden it like triggers a new script in Yiazmat's, or a new progression in Yiazmat's AI script. But then you're pretty much done. This is actually going immensely faster than I thought it would. I remember the first time I ever fought this guy during my initial test run of the game to make sure I could actually let's play the game. I basically I put down my controller and just like walked away from the game and just like did, you know, whatever while I was beating him, and came back to see him raging and destroying my team, and that's when I realized, oh, somebody had gotten a little too close and changed his script. According to FinalFantasy.fandom.com, Yazumi Matsuno, the main director of this game, or at least the initial director of this game, he left the team, he left Square Enix towards the end of the development of this game, and this boss was made actually as a tribute to him. Alright, we're down to the last bar of health. Don't screw this up now, guys. Oh. We got him! Woo! I made that look so much easier and faster than it actually is. According to my timer, I've got 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, well. Yiazmat vanquished. I'd say double that because we kept it on ×2 speed most of the time. That gives you 28 minutes. Subtract about, I'd say 2 minutes from that. Make it 26. Subtract 2 minutes because, like, you know, there were times where I kept it on normal speed, so, like, add it all together, it probably would have come roughly to about 2 minutes. And then add, like, maybe 3 minutes to it because it was a while before I actually started my timer. Yeah, so there you go. Basically 30 minutes. Wow, that's actually amazing. Because the first time I ever fought this guy, it took me about an hour. And I was thinking that was how long this was gonna take. Oh, you know what? Let's, we've got actual enemies here. Let's heal up. Matter of fact, no, let's, oh crap, we got... Hang on a minute. I'm trying to get us out of here. I'm trying to switch parties. There you go. Alright, let's get Bosch out of there. Let's bring back in Balthier. Let's change things around. Let's go back to, just do the Excalibur and the Zodiac Spear. And turn Gambits back on. Now, if we look at our clan primer, we are still a Knight of the Round. I guess we don't level up one. I was thinking for some reason we leveled up after we defeated Yiazmat, but no. Okay, whatever. Wait, where am I going? Yeah, I go this way. Let's hit the save point. And there's the straw. Yes, I would love to board the straw. Let's head back to Rabanastre. We need to turn in the petition, or we need to turn in this hunt. We need to report that this hunt has been done. And the petitioner happens to be Mr. Montblanc, as you may remember. Alright, let's go ahead and say, move through Bazaar. I would love to be able to brag and say that beating Yiazmat in 30-odd minutes is some kind of record, but it's not. I think some people have done it to like 20 seconds or something ridiculous like that. If you want to fight him hardcore, it can take like an hour, at the lowest, at the least. And if you want to see a video of that, look it up on YouTube. Somebody's done it. I'm not doing it. I've never even beaten him any other way than the Seitengrat method. Well, let's talk to Montblanc. Oh, what do we got going on here? These are all Moogles we have interacted with throughout the game. We've got the 3 Moogles from the West Gate, South Gate, and East Gate, which is Sorbet, Horn, and Hurdy. We've got the Gertie Moogle, and we have No-No. Have you really done it? Have you defeated Yiazmat? Kupo? I don't know what to say, Kupo. I'm happy, but I'm speechless. Yeah, anybody who says they're speechless is lying. Oh, he didn't say anything for a second. And there's No-No. When I heard Yiazmat had fallen, I got here as fast as I could, Kupo. Don't worry about the straw. I just wanted to thank you in person. Yeah, don't worry about your airship or anything like that. So, thank you, Kupo. Everyone will be thrilled to hear the news. And then Sorbet, what happy news! I never thought we'd find someone who could defeat Yiazmat, Kupo! I remember Sorbet saying something about his brother. Yeah, he was talking about Mont Blanc. And then there's Herdy. This is the first time we've all been together since our master died, Kupo! Because these are all Mont Blanc's brothers. Or rather, brothers and one sister. Maybe more. I don't know which ones are girls. I know that Gertie is a girl. I don't know about the others. We'd all gone our separate ways, hoping to find someone who could defeat Yiazmat. It's been lonely work at times, Kupo. I never thought the 6 of us would all be together again, but here we are. What a perfect excuse for a family reunion. Thank you, Kupo. You defeated the strongest creature in Evilly, so that makes you the strongest now, Kupo. Our master will finally know peace, Kupo. We'll never forget what you've done for us. Again, let me thank you. I have something for you, a small expression of my enormous gratitude. Take it with all my thanks, Kupo. All right, well, we get 30,000 gil and a Godslayer's badge. Yiazmat is gone, but that does not mean the end of the clan, Kupo. You will always be welcome in the halls of Clan Centurio. All right, well, if we check for new marks. Kupo! I have no more hunts to send you on, Kupo. You vanquished every mark there is to vanquish. You're the greatest hunter Evil East has ever seen, bar none, and you've made me one very proud clan leader, Kupo. He's not lying. There are no more hunts left in the game. We've done all of them. Feels good. You know, I never really talked about it when I fought the Behemoth King and Hellworm. I forget which one it was, but one of those bosses, I'm gonna say the Hellworm. I go ahead and call it my least favorite boss, although Zodiark is another one I don't like just because of how annoying it is. But I think it was the Hellworm. The first time I ever fought it, oh my goodness, I felt so drained after I'd fought it. I fought it early in the morning before I went to work, and the whole rest of the day at work, I was just emotionally and mentally drained. And it made for a very stressful day at work. And I blamed it on that boss, so that's like my least favorite. You would think fighting Yiazmat would have the same effect on me, but I actually always feel a strange amount of satisfaction when I beat Yiazmat, because it's like, I did it. I beat everything. I beat the hardest hunt there is, and I beat all of the other hunts before it. I just feel so untouchable. But we did it. We did it. Now, we are done with all of the optional content that I want to do. Is there more optional content in the game? Yes. But I've done all that I want to do. So in the next video, we will begin the final area, which will not take us very long. And let me just go ahead and say this, though it should have been obvious. You do not have to do any of the optional content for the sake of becoming stronger. The final area, if you just plow through the main storyline, you should be fine. As it is, we are so highly leveled. We are going to be super overpowered for the final area. And I'm going to not use the Seitengrat. That was a one-time thing. I'll have it, but I'm not going to use it. I'll leave it where it is. We won't use it for the final area. We're already going to make the final area look babyishly easy, and we'll make the final boss look babyishly easy. It would take 1,000 final bosses, well, maybe not that much, to measure up to just how unbelievably over the top Yiazmat is. And some of those other marks were harder than any of the final boss too, but yeah. Point is, we're like way overpowered, but it's fine. We're gonna be that meme where you see a little girl cowering behind a table in fear, and she's labeled the first boss, or in this case, it's gonna be the final boss, and then you see like this decked out knight with all sorts of armor and weapons labeled me, who did all of the optional content. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. My name's 480volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Pieces!